You're listening to the Love Hour with Baby Love.
Ladies and gentlemen, lovers and friends, right now you're tuned in to the illustrious voice of none other than Baby Luv. And tonight is the very first episode of the podcast. So I want to thank y'all for being here. Now we're going to be talking about love, dating, and relationships every episode. We're also going to be playing some dope music and taking some live calls. And so I'm excited about the show. Now what makes this show special? Well, it's more than the man with the velvet voice that keeps this thing floating. What makes this show special is you, the listener, leaving comments, sending in questions, and sharing your perspective. It's that back and forth, baby. So keep talking to me, because my only philosophy is reciprocity. So make sure to send in your questions at our email address, thelovehour@gmail.com. And remember, love is spelled L-U-V. So I'll be your pilot tonight as we go on this love journey. We got a few stops along the way. I'll tell you more about that on the other side of the break. We also have a very special guest joining us because we got to balance that male-female energy. Up next, we have Dula Shelva with a remix of Drake's Life is Good. We'll be right back on the Love Hour. All right, so first we got to get a chance to know you a little bit better. Who is your R&B crush?
He's so old now, but I love Maxwell. Is that like too back in the day?
How old is Maxwell? What you talking about
He's
old?
in his 50s.
Baby Love 52. Don't be calling me old now. Listen.
Well, because like there's so many new young people, and I'm just like, I don't know any of them.
So when you hear "Till the Cops Come Knocking," your imagination goes a wandering. That's what you're saying? Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Maxwell. Okay. All right. So, and don't be saying old, because we got people of all different age groups in here. So you better speak for yourself. All right. What's the most important question that you like to ask on a first date? Most important question.
Do you have kids?
Why?
Why? That's the most important question. Because I don't want to be in like the third date and then I find out you have kids.
What have you learned about love from being a dog mom?
Being a dog mom has prepared me to be a real mom, a human mom, because my dog is so bad. You don't understand how bad he is. So it's taught me unconditional love, because even when someone is bad to you, if you love them, that's all that matters.
So, of course, on the program, we like to talk about love, dating, and relationships, but dating in 2021 is crazy, especially when people are dating on apps, because you don't know who the hell you're about to meet. It would be great if there was a way to kind of screen these people so you don't swipe right and end up with the wrong person. Well, check this out. Match Group, which owns Tinder and a bunch of the other dating apps, they decided to offer this service that you can pay for to get a background check inside the platform. It's going to tell you if someone has a history of violence or abuse, including arrests, convictions, restraining orders, harassment, or any other violent crime. And it's not going to tell you, if they got drug charges or traffic violations, but only violent crime. And one of the reasons that they did this is they found a lot of registered sex offenders on a lot of Match Group's free platforms. So we got to talk about this. ImanI, I need to know your thoughts immediately.
I think it's so necessary. Like, there have been so many instances where people have gone on dates and haven't come home. Like, men are out here murdering women they're going on dates with. Like, who does that? I don't get it. It's just like, unfortunately, that has to be done. Like, I kind of want to know if you've been arrested before, or like, what your background is if I'm going on a date with you. Because like, people just can't be trusted anymore.
Yeah, because you could be on a date with somebody and you're having a good time and you're telling your friends all about this person, and it's too good to be true, and it turned out being Joe from the show You, end up being what was it, Dirty John from Lifetime movie. So you got to be careful who you bring all into your life. Have you ever dated somebody and you find out later they're not the person that you thought they were?
Let me tell you something. I was on Tinder once and I was about to go on a date with this guy. Randomly, I'm like, let me look up his name on Google. The first article that comes up is a New York Post article of him getting arrested for molesting one of his students. He was a teacher and got fired.
Wait a second. You're gonna have to run that whole thing back because I'm scratching to make sure I'm hearing exactly what you're saying. Run that back.
I swear to God. And I'm just like, first of all, you're a child molester. Why would you put your full real name on Tinder? If I'm a molester or a rapist, I'm putting a fake name on all social media, not my real name. That's just ridiculous. So
Hey,
yeah,
that's crazy. It reminds me of an SNL sketch that had Keenan in it, and everybody at the restaurant seemed to recognize who this person was, but the woman on the date was like, "Why is everybody looking at us and treating us so differently?" And the character he's playing was actually OJ, and he was like, "No, it's nothing. It's just people. Some people know me from before." So,
not from before.
hey, you got to be careful. Now that we know a little bit more about ImanI, I think it's time to move on to my favorite part of the show. We're about to go ahead and open up these call lines and take some video calls from a few of our listeners. Now, if you want to get your question or comment on the show, all you have to do is send us an email at thelovehour@gmail.com. And remember, love is spelled L-U-V. And our first question comes from a beautiful Harlem queen by the name of Mayoki.
What's up, Baby Luv? It's Mayoki. I'm calling in from Harlem, New York. Yes, the beautiful black capital of the USA. My question for you is, I want to know, why is it that when you're talking to a guy, you guys got a good connection, everything going good, but he disappears for like 3 months, right? And then he'll hit you up 3 months later as if he just talked to you yesterday. I just be so baffled and so confused. Help me out, okay? Is it wrong for a girl to move on? Like, dude, I got a whole ring now. I got a baby on the way. 3 months. Help me out, because these niggas is wilding out here.
This has happened to me more times than I care to share. It has. What this is called is breadcrumbing. Guys do it, girls do it. My experience is mostly with guys doing it. And what it is basically like, a lot of guys aren't 100% invested in you, but they don't want to let you go either. So they slowly, like breadcrumbs, will pop in here and there just to make sure you guys are still in good standing. They'll send you a text here and there. Maybe they might even call you, ask you on a date. But they have no intention of actually like taking you serious or dating you. And so if you notice that pattern, that's a huge red flag, and you should just like dip out. You should leave. It's like a huge red flag. And it probably is going to speak to like your future with them. If they're doing it to you, they're doing it to like 5 other girls too, probably.
As I feel like a couple women was trying to give me some crumbs, and I said, "No, girl." And then they said, "Hey, I'll give you a slice." I said, "No, I need the whole loaf. Don't be playing with me."
Girls do it too. This has happened to you before?
As it happened to, hey, listen, I don't let them play with me like that. I said, "You better give me the whole loaf, girl. Don't be playing with me." You know who you dealing with? Because I'm going to let you know, you're not going to find nothing. I already know what I'm putting down. So we ain't playing no games. I think that a lot of men, we're just very optimistic. I think we think that we can always get back in. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's just not the case. Like I said, men tend to have an abundance mentality, where a lot of women can have a shortage mentality, or not, I won't even say shortage. Sometimes it's just realistic that there's not as much out there. For men, we feel like, hey, we should be able to get back in there with some hard work. And sometimes when it's a rap, it's just a rap and you can't get back in. And so I would say that's the reason that men pack. And it's also easier to pop back up like nothing happened than to address it.
That's true.
So a lot of men just don't want to address it. So they just keep going. All right, we got another question. If y'all want to ask a question, you can either pop in here with us or you can send me a text message. All right, let's see what Wilkin has to say.
So this is an age-old question. I just want to know why girlfriends steal from your food. As men, right? You order food, you ask her if she's hungry. She says, no, I'm not hungry. Food arrives, here she comes. Why do y'all steal from our plate? Why?
So that's Wilkin's question. Only you can answer this question, because I don't know why women do it. It's every single time. And it's not even a stereotype at this point. It happens. We've seen it happen.
I don't know. It just looks better on your plate. I don't know why. My own fries is like, oh, whatever. But like seeing the fries on your plate, it's like it just looks better on your plate. Does that make any sense or no?
I don't know what the hell that means. That's like because women, hey, they'll steal your fries, then they'll steal your hoodie, because they want. But I feel like they want something that came from you because it feels
Yes.
like a point of connection.
It's a form of intimacy.
Taking
When I
my
put my
stuff,
hand up and take a fry.
taking my French fries is a form of intimacy.
Yes.
I don't get that.
It's just like giving somebody a hug.
We just got sent something by one of your favorite people. Let me see if I can play that.
Hey, Baby Love, I have a question for you. My name is Kwame. I'm calling from the Bronx. What I would like to know is, am I the only one that has been longing some loving during the coronas? Hey, I cannot be the only one that is tired of xvideos.com. Are you guys outside looking for a quarantine? Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Kwame from the Bronx, who's connected to somebody in this chat, but I'm not going to say who.
Oh.
ImanI, I'm gonna let you take that first.
Oh. Okay. Yes. In all seriousness, yeah, quarantine has been very. Okay. Quarantine has been very lonely. I'm not laughing because it's lonely. I'm laughing because you are a clown. It's been hard. It's been very hard. So yeah, I mean, whatever you have to do to keep yourself company, you got to do it. Get the vaccine. But until then, I mean, yeah, reach out to your friends.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Baby Love's been doing. I've been reaching out to women,
I don't
telling
wanna
them
know what
that
you've
I'm the
been doing.
vaccine. So I'm like, hey, go ahead. You're gonna need me to come over. So I've been trying to spread love.
Wait, what?
All that. But we're gonna take a question right now. Let's see who wants to jump online with us. We're gonna do these quick and move on to the next one. All right, let's see. There we go. Hey, turn up.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's going on, player? How you doing?
Man, I'm just trying to stay hydrated, baby. Just trying to stay hydrated.
Wilkin in the building. This is Wilkin.
I'm Wilkin.
Wilkin!
Hey, what's up, Iman?
Finally!
Hey, listen, I feel like I'm locked out. I feel like I'm locked out of love because y'all both got locks.
We have the lock connection, okay?
I'm talking about.
Now, thank you for your question earlier. Did the answer suffice?
No, it did not. ImanI.
Well, damn, that's my answer.
Let me ask the question again.
He said your full name. He said ImanI, each letter.
This is my authoritative face right here.
Okay, I'm scared. Damn.
Why do girlfriends steal from our plate? I ordered the same food.
Steal.
And you did not give us an adequate answer.
That's my answer. It's a form of intimacy. It's a form of
So stealing is a form of intimacy. So if I go on your purse and I take $10,
intimacy.
That's intimacy.
Yes.
Thievery is a form of intimacy?
Yeah, sometimes.
It tastes better from someone else's plate, someone said. These answers are they just don't suffice.
They don't suffice. Women, we need you to step up and do better.
Here's why it doesn't suffice. Can we do it?
You can do it. I'll smack your hand away, but you can still try.
Wow.
So the double standard is stark. It's staggering.
The man is the head of the household. It's different.
So if I take you to a Haitian restaurant, right, and we each order a different plate, and there's something on the menu that I haven't eaten yet, and I'm like, hey, baby, I want to get let me get a bite of that real quick. You would not let me get a bite of that?
Wait, why it have to be a Haitian restaurant?
Because I'm Haitian.
Oh, no. I'm like, what?
I'll just be specific.
It's different because also one more thing, like I eat less. Men eat more, so I eat less. So you taking something from me, I'm gonna notice it more than me taking a bite from your food.
Hey, women will eat your whole plate.
The whole plate,
Yeah.
Elliot.
I don't like this.
And then ask you if you want some of your fries. The audacity. I think they read that book by Obama. The audacity.
Cute when it happens. Don't get like, men love it when it happens, but we just never understood the logic behind it. You know, like it's like we know it's a form of intimacy. We know when we invite you over to our house and we look in our closet and we have a missing shirt or missing basketball shorts. Like we know it's a form of intimacy. But I wanted to play basketball that weekend and all my clothes was in the laundry and you took my last shorts. But you don't care because y'all like to punch up.
Punch up.
These are facts. These are facts. Hey, brother, you ain't never lied.
Right? Take down patriarchy. I'm taking his food too.
Hey, you better tell it. Listen, I want to thank you guys for staying tuned all night long. And I want to give a big shout out to our special guest this evening, ImanI, and a big shout out to all of our callers, to Mayoki, to Wilkin, to Joe. I thank you guys for being a part of the show. Everyone who sent a comment. We're going to be back next week with some more goodness. Up next, we have Omarion with the song Mutual. We want mutual love. And this is the real Sniper-Matic Selector remix.